Welcome back to my channel. This is Living to Learn. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video and for your continued support. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has watched my channel, who has subscribed, who has shared these videos with people who they feel or think will benefit from some of the topics that I'm covering, some of the thoughts that I'm sharing on here. And before I get started, I just want to remind you that if you'd like to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, my handle, excuse me, my Instagram and TikTok handle is in the description of this video. It's at Live to Learn Coaching. You can find me on TikTok or Instagram. If you'd like to support or invest in this channel and you believe in some of the things that I'm doing, you like what I'm sharing, you can actually donate financially to my channel. There's 3 opportunities in the description of the video if that's something you'd like to do. You don't have to, but at the least, if you'd subscribe, that would help me out a lot. And again, I just want to thank you for your continued support. Those of you who have invested financially in this channel, I want to thank you as well, because that goes a long way and it means a lot. It says something, it's like, hey, I really like what this person's doing. I really appreciate what Living to Learn is bringing to the, to the YouTube community or those who are online watching. Because, this is YouTube. There's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of different options. You have a ton of choices. I feel like I see new channels, new things every single week. And so the fact that you've made time or, just decided that you'd like to watch my channel, it means a lot to me. So I want to talk about something today that really was inspired by something that I saw. I went to see a screening of a documentary on a friend of mine. His name is Tony. And the documentary is actually just called that, right? It's called Tony. And it's his story. And my friend was at one time a national high school wrestling champion. So we're not just talking about his city. We're not just talking about the state of California. We're talking about out of the whole United States. This guy came out on top. And, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking like, what an accomplishment. That's incredible. Most people can't say that. Most people can't say that they've ever, risen to that level of achievement. And I was just, I was really proud. I'm proud to know Tony. I'm proud to have known his story, just the way he carries himself as a humble individual. And, the documentary was really just about a tragedy that had taken place, something that had set him back, and something that, I'll be honest, and I don't want to share the whole story because I feel like this is a story that he needs to share. This is something that he needs to get out there, and it will get out there now that they've filmed this. But things happen to us in life that are so unfair, that are just so out of the blue. And as I'm watching the documentary, he's sharing, right? And I'd actually heard this story before. He's sharing this event that took place, this event that changed the trajectory of his life. His life was going in a certain direction. He had put in the work, he had put in the time to become successful and to receive that success that comes with the time and effort, the work that's put in. And it was a reminder of the ugly truth. And here's the ugly truth about life. It's not fair. It's not fair. It just isn't. Life seems to favor certain individuals over others. And that's a hard pill to swallow. That's a hard truth to deal with. Sometimes I look at others and I ask myself, like, how am I not in their situation? What have I done personally to not be in that situation? Sure, maybe I never did X, Y, Z, but I've done A, B, C, right? Like, what makes me not have to deal with those consequences in that way? As I'm watching his story and I'm listening to him, right? I'm hearing the emotion and I'm just thinking like, man, there are things that happen to us. You ever meet people in life and you just, they're just, it's almost like nothing good has ever happened to them. And we start to think like, how could you be so unhappy? Well, you know what? Maybe if you had to go through some of the things they've gone through, you wouldn't be happy either. So I'm listening to my friend share his story, right? He's sharing it. He's bringing emotion. He's reliving these things. He's revisiting these events that happened a long time ago. Things that other people, even people like myself, I don't know how I would have walked away from that situation. I don't know what kind of person I would have been or would have become had this happened to myself. But I'm listening to him and I'm watching him, how he took something that was not in his favor and just dealt with it and allowed it to not only make him better, but he learned from it. And I thought to myself, you know what? As a coach, if I can teach people how to do that, if I can somehow bring about whatever that formula was that Tony had, and he'll attribute most of it to his faith, and I'm good with that. I understand that. And I do believe in something greater than myself. And I do believe that extends to every individual walking on this earth. And so, as a coach, I'm looking at this situation thinking, man, if I can teach people how to entertain that, if you will. And that's not a very good way to put it, but what I mean is, automatically, we're going to feel justified in not wanting to take away anything good from something bad that's happened to us. It's going to be justifiable. It's going to be understandable. Like I said, life's not fair. We did nothing to deserve X, Y, Z. There are situations like that. And my friend's, his story is that. It's like, what did he do to deserve this to happen to him? So as a coach, I'm encountering people, and this is what they're bringing to the table. And as a human being, I understand. How can I teach people? How can I help someone? Take something that is understandably and justifiably ugly and hurtful, something that is just wasn't deserved, wasn't expected. How do I teach them how to accept it the way Tony has? To turn it into something that's not going to be left in that state of, hey, this isn't fair, this shouldn't have happened to me, why? But something that's going to help them, that's going to project them forward, that's going to help them go on to greater things. Because this is my friend, this is exactly what he did. He went on to greater things. He went on from this event, from this thing that happened to him. Things happened to us. We had no hand in it. We didn't decide to do this. It happened to us. He took this and he allowed this to become something that was going to project him forward, that was actually going to strengthen him, that was actually going to fuel his growth to where he is today. And I'm trying to capture that. As a life coach, I'm trying to capture that. I'm trying to take that and apply it to whatever lesson, whatever help, whatever guidance I can provide to other people. And that goes with this channel as well. That goes for this channel as well. Sometimes stepping into greatness, sometimes stepping into destiny, sometimes stepping into a better place, a higher level, call it what you want. Sometimes the only way we can get there is by drawing strength from something that left us with no strength, that left us with no hope, that left us with no encouragement, with no positive outlook of the future, something that happened. Sometimes the only way to get to that next place is to draw from that. And that's what I learned. And so I was proud to be there. I was happy to watch this documentary. Shout out to Tone. You deserve it, man. And those are my thoughts, right? What does it take to step into greatness? What does this require? I hope this resonates with you. I hope you're able to gain something from it. And again, I appreciate you watching. Thank you.